Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be talking about Snapchat and the recent attempt to buy them by Facebook. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Yeah, good morning, Chad. Welcome everyone to the Brown Bag. So we're talking about Snapchat today. Perhaps you haven't heard of it. It is definitely something for the younger demographic, but they're in the news today because they turned down a $3 billion offer from Facebook, and that does not happen every day. So we wanted to get into this a little bit and understand just what's going on and why would Facebook be offering such a large sum of money for Snapchat. Well, here's what's going on, Chad. The teens on Facebook are increasingly turning away from the platform, and this is a new phenomenon, and Snapchat is one of the places that they're going instead. And I think this is a little bit startling, definitely some news here, because Facebook has traditionally been seen as the place young people want to be. But so we have some new data here that I think is pretty interesting. A recent Global Web Index survey revealed that Q3 of 2013, this year, only 56% of U.S. teens said they were active on Facebook. That sounds like a big number, it's over half, but for comparison, in the first quarter of 2013, that number was at 76%. So that is a significant migration in just a few quarters. On Facebook's latest earnings call, actually the CFO even admitted that they're losing the teen demographic. So this is interesting. The enthusiasm for Facebook is waning among a key younger demographic, and some of the reasons, and this now is pulling from Pew, and there's some of the research that they've done recently, done in May of this year, asking them, why is your enthusiasm for Facebook waning, particularly in this key demographic? And they say, I think you'll find this entertaining, Chad, well, there's too many adults on the platform, there's too much drama on the site, and managing their online reputation on the platform is becoming stressful. And I don't know, that's just fascinating to me, because we know the internet has no memory. We've all seen some of this happen on Facebook, and now it's turning into a real business problem for Facebook. So where are they going? Well, another Pew study said they're looking for other applications. 9% are using U.S. cell phones. And Snapchat, 26% of U.S. adults are now using Snapchat. And the reason Snapchat's appealing is it's one of these applications where you can share movies and pictures and do chat, but it has no memory. Things disappear within 24 hours. And their numbers are skyrocketing. Last year, Snapchat had 10 million photos per day. Now, as of September, 2 months ago, its users were sending 350 million photos per day, which is starting to rival some of the numbers and the intensity we see on Facebook.
Yeah, no, and at the first of all, I think this is smart. The teens are actually starting to acknowledge that managing their online reputation is important, and that placing all this information in the hands of a company like Facebook that becomes part of your permanent record is not really that smart. So I do notice that when I'm talking to younger people, that oftentimes they're much more aware in Facebook of the privacy settings than I am, probably because they're trying to do this, and like you said, it is stressful. But let's talk about this from Facebook's standpoint. So clearly they want this demographic on the platform. They're offering $3 billion. They made a big move when they bought Instagram. I mean, that was also a huge purchase for them, but they know there's two issues here. One is they want to continue to expand their dominance on the mobile platforms. They've made some good inroads there with the recent product innovations they've had, and as well as their acquisition of Instagram. But they need to continue that. And these platforms, this is where it's happening. Snapchat is something that works on the iPhone and Android, and that's important. The second thing is that I think from just again this demographic, they want to make sure that they're there. A couple interesting stats we had came back in terms of what people are what the teens are looking for is that they want some of this ability to have these messages disappear, which is important to them. Now, there's a risk there that are they really disappearing? Are these being stored somewhere? So that's a legitimate concern that we still don't know about. The other thing that Snapchat's run into is they have had some trouble with some lawsuits of their founders. They've had a sexting scandal. So there's some other noise here about whether this platform is any better than being in Facebook. But it is an interesting trend that essentially teens don't really want to be where their parents are, and as their parents come to Facebook, it sort of makes it a less desirable platform for them.
Right, and it seems like the fulfillment of what a lot of us predicted, which is when Facebook was free and hip, it could attract this demographic, but as soon as it turned the corner, became public, had more of a monetary incentive and was courting businesses. The number of business pages are growing. They're going after demographics that maybe spend more disposable income. Boom, you lose your hip value, and the teens are going to desert. So I think there's a fair amount of this. You could have said, I saw this coming. I didn't know it would be this particular platform, Snapchat. I thought it might be WhatsApp or GroupMe or one of these other ones. But it seems like the natural evolution. But I think the broader takeaway is very interesting with Facebook. It seems like it's a relatively recent phenomenon, and it's just arriving and trying to monetize. And here we are already seeing them confronting disruptive technologies and shifts in the desire for privacy, particularly around a key demographic. And it makes me wonder, what's Google going to do too? Because they're playing catch up with their Circles product and their other attempts at social, trying to catch up with Facebook, who themselves may be facing into some of these problems. So fascinating to watch this happen and evolve, and it does make you realize that if you think you've got this nailed and you understand the social platforms, it's going to change and it's going to continue to evolve. These are young technologies, and this all needs to be kind of proven out, and particularly on the privacy setting side, we'll continue to watch it. We'd like your thoughts on this. Are you active on Facebook? What kind of experiences have you had there that make you think that the idea of disappearing content might be a good idea? Maybe the teens are onto something. And once again, we're glad you came to our Brown Bag. We're here every day. We hope you'll subscribe, and we'll see you Monday.